Hey guys, so I know we've done other videos on this in the past, but I always like to show it in different ways, different dogs, stuff like that, because every dog's different. Concepts remain the same, but dogs are different, so we want to kind of adjust. So I'm going to show you what we call our crazy man method. This is Tucker. He's new to our program. He just came in this week, so he's pretty new. And he's a leash puller. Now a lot of folks get these little dogs and they're like, I don't care about leash pulling with little dogs, but you know, leash pulling is not just for you. You know, if it's a big dog, a leash pulling is a lot about you, because with a big dog, you know, who's pulling on the leash, you know, you can get hurt. It's not fun. Little dogs, people say, oh, well, he's little. I don't need to worry about the leash pulling. Now, again, it may not be for you, but for him, for every dog, walking properly, and when I say properly, I mean by your side, you know, paying good attention, is very much for them. It's good for their mindset. It's good for their mentality. It's good for all these things. So anyways, it's also good for other behavior problems. Dogs that walk well on the leash and get focused walks are dogs that are much less likely to be destructive, be aggressive, be hyper, be, you know, bad manners, stuff like that. And you can tell this little guy, his leash manners are lacking. Like, you know, he keeps getting to the end of the leash and he's seeing dogs over there and he wants to pull. So we're gonna work on, like I say, what we call, where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? We call our crazy man method. Crazy man method is essentially, I'm gonna tell him, come on, or heel, or whatever you like to tell your dog. I'm gonna have him on my left, we teach left, whichever side you like, and we're just gonna walk, and if he's right by my side, I'm gonna praise him, good boy, we're gonna keep walking. Where you keep going? If he starts to go ahead, instead of pulling him back, a lot of people pull back, but the thing is, dogs have what's called opposition reflex. They tend to oppose tension, and so if I pull back, it's going to shoot him forward a little bit. And so, you know, we don't want to pull him back, and so instead of doing that, I'm going to make an about face, give a little correction with the leash, go a new direction. He goes left, I'm going to go right. He goes right, I'm going to go left. This way. Hey, no. In other words, every direction Tucker goes that's not right here, I change direction. So soon Tucker's like, man, he goes this way, I go that way, I go this way, he goes that way. This guy's crazy. I got to watch out for him. And so soon he realizes there's really only one spot that he can watch out, and that's right by my side. And so like I say, we're going to see how Tucker does. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. Good. And because he's so little, any correction that I give just has to be tiny. Come on. Good boy. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Oh, you're giving me nice focus. Good boy. Good boy. So yeah, he lost a little focus, so I changed directions. So what I always like to point out to folks when we do this, because the mistake people will make is they're so used to you know, being tight on the leash that they start kind of dragging the dog around. We don't want to do that. If you notice, I've always got the leash loose, just barely, like 2 or 3 inches. If it's too loose, like especially if you got like a longer leash and you've got like 3 feet of slack here, you can't communicate very well. And if it's too tight, I'm going to kick in that opposition reflex. So I'm just looking, I like to adopt a pose where, you know, I'm kind of casual, my hands are by my side, and just these little quick little guiding, you know, communicative tugs on the leash. Come on. Good boy. Good. Come on. And I'll even turn into him. Good boy. Good boy. With the leash like this, he can only get out of position by about 4, 5, 6 inches before. So if the leash gets tight, it means I was too late, because he got this far ahead before I did anything, when I should have done something when he was, you know, just a little bit ahead. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Good. So it's that quick little tug. That tug has to release. Like I say, a lot of people will turn and pull. We don't want to do that. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good. So like I said, this guy's new. I think he's had, come on, 1 session like this. This is like a 2nd session for him. Come on. Good boy. So he's already getting it. Oh yes, good boy. Come on. Come on. So he's already getting the concept. A few more sessions, this guy's going to be a rock star at this and not pulling on the leash anymore. And like I say, in his case, so much more about him. His happiness, his calmness, his mindset is is what's going to be benefited from this. And so getting focus on a walk, it's the rare dog that in 1 or 2 sessions, 5 or 10, 15 minutes, we can't have that dog, you know, walking way better with this method. And because of the training tools and because of the angles and the leverage, you know, even like big dogs, they usually don't have to use much correction at all. Just a little bit of correction, and suddenly we've got the dog like, oh yeah, okay, I'll pay attention to you. So like I say, hopefully it's simple enough you can go try this with your dog.